I was in Afghanistan from September '02 until I got hurt, you know, in December of '02, December 20th of '02.
I was the first person to find out. It was before Christmas, and I was at my sister's house, and we were baking cookies for Christmas, and my cell phone rang, and you know, it was the Colonel. He said, "This is Colonel Dylan, and I'm calling to tell you that, you know, your husband, Jerry, was in a very bad accident." Well, at that point, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was one of his buddies, you know, just playing a sick joke, saying, "Ha, no, just kidding, here's Jerry," on the phone. I was waiting for it. It never happened. And I just went blank. And my sister got the phone and took care of it from there.
We got to shooting these RPG-8s. We put some of these rounds in there, and I told everybody, you know, get in your safe zones. So you know, I fire it, nothing happens, and I'm like, what the hell? So I go, hold on. So I cocked it again, and I fired it. Nothing happened the second time. I'm like, damn, I'll be damned. What the hell's wrong? And I'm like, well, let me just fire this third time. If nothing's going on, then it must be a dud, or obviously something's wrong, and I'll have to check it out. And so I fired it the third time, and that's all I remember. And then from there, that's when I just blanked out. And I just remember waking up January 15th, 2003.
It was beyond intense, because it wasn't just the fact that he had his hand amputated. It was he had severe head trauma, so they didn't know what was going to happen.
It's disbelief. It's totally disbelief. Even though you look and you don't see your hand there, it's just disbelief. It's like, no, I'm like a freaking gecko. I'm gonna grow another one or some shit like that. You know, it's disbelief.
He is different in the sense, it's, I guess, the PTSD. He gets a little angry, and certain situations will trigger certain emotions, and he'll have to just walk away.
It's tough. I mean, medications, maybe I take them, maybe my medications for pain and my depression and my PTSD and all that, you know. I mean, yeah, I take them, and maybe I wouldn't, and I didn't know how to deal with that.
I've gotten used to it, and I know what to do, but it's harder for kids, and I explain it to my daughter, especially around December. December is the worst month of the year for us, because that's the anniversary. And I explained to my daughter, I said, you know, this is when Daddy got hurt, so it doesn't have anything to do with you. He's just, you know.
It took a while for me to go out in public, you know, and showing off my his war scars, you know, to the public. You know, I mean, how are the people? I mean, you know, obviously there's just other veterans that I'll run into, and they're like, hey, thank you for your service and everything like that. And how do you answer that? You know, it's, you're welcome. I mean,
He was very uncomfortable with his body. He would walk with his arm in his pocket, so you couldn't tell that because it's right above the wrist, you couldn't tell that it was amputated. And that's what he did for, I say, the first year.
You know, I was seeking death. I mean, I you know, I watched death, you know, in face. I wasn't afraid of him. I figured, I was looking for him, you know, whether if it was at the bottom of a fucking barrel, knife. I tried, but I couldn't. I mean, I kind of felt like I should have died in the battlefield and lived. Here I am, a Green Beret. You know, I'm the cream of the crop, fighting this war on terrorism. Now, they just nipped me, or I just nipped myself. I hurt myself, and now, now I can't do the same job. I mean, I know my job mentally, and just because I'm missing a hand, I can't do the same job that I could do, you know, prior to my incident. And it just burnt me up. It burnt me up.
I have people I can talk to, but I generally don't. I just hold it in. Because, like my family and friends, they don't understand. It's a different world to them. So, like if I say, you know, Jerry did this, or he got so mad, or whatever, their response is like, don't put up with that, you know? But they don't understand, so I'd rather not talk about it. And I just swallow.
The now me is more take one day at a time. I like to smell the roses on my way to wherever I'm going. Just 1 second, please. Now I like to be calm. I don't like any negative energy around me.
You have to really love that person, because it's for better or worse, and I got to see the worst.
I want to go.
You'll go next time. How about that?
No, next time is never.
I'll be taking off this Saturday to Denver, and my hopes are to learn how to ski, you know, or snowboarding.
Jerry, he might pick up a new sport, you know. He's, like I said, he likes everything, anything sport, athletic, and so maybe he'll pick up a new hobby.
Hey, don't show sizes and stuff.
We bought everything we think we need. I don't know, I've never been skiing. I've been in the snow back in North Carolina. I've played in the snow, but I've never so we bought all the gear, but I'm kind of afraid we're gonna look dorky, and maybe we bought like what we think we might need, but then maybe we don't really need that stuff. So I don't know if we bought the proper things, but we're good to go.
I don't think we've really had, you know, after the incident, after the accident, we really haven't had just quality time to where we could actually talk to each other. And we're actually going to get time to just to, you know, take a deep breath and just let it out, and just sigh and just relax.
I hope that we'll bond and have more alone time, because we don't have any alone time, Jerry and I, not even at night, because the kids are afraid to sleep by themselves, so they sleep in our room. We have bunk beds in our room, so they're even there, and so we never have alone time, and so that's what I hope, you know, if anything, that's what we'll get out of it.
I guess other than that, I mean, we did get a schedule. I haven't really looked at it, because I'm kind of like the last minute type of guy, you know, just like grab it at the last minute and read it, and then okay, that's what I'm doing. All right.
See, you have to ski on Monday and Wednesday. Monday night, Wednesday morning.
I would do not nights.
And just in case you've forgotten, that's our anniversary too, on Monday.
Yeah, that's
Just to let you know,
That's
just
something
putting
back,
it
huh?
out there.
When we come back from the break, we're going to be hearing from Jerry. So stick around. We'll be back in just a minute.